In 1896, a carpenter named Brian Gamlin from Lancashire in England invented or created the layout of the numbers on the board, which without him we wouldn't see the red and green and white and the black on the board today, because darts has been around since the 1900s. It goes all the way back from early 1900s. It used to be a military game, so they would just throw darts for fun, and then over time it became a TV sport, and it's become my favourite sport, and it's my hobby, and I love it. And yeah, so 1896 was when Brian Gamlin created the layout of the board, but it was in the early 1900s that the first metal barrel on the darts was invented, and here we are today with metal darts and a nice colourful darts board that was designed by Brian Gamlin once again in 1896. So now comes the time in the documentary where I answer the questions that were left on my questionnaire for the darts documentary. So I'm going to answer them now. So thank you to everyone who left your questions. Can't wait to answer them. So the first question is, how do you play darts? Well, that's a great question, thank you for asking. I will show you on this board right now, so I'll see you in a second. Well, how do you play darts? Well, you have 3 darts. These are my darts right there, and you throw at the board obviously, and the best one to aim for is treble 20. So to get 180, which is the best score you can get with 3 darts, you've got to hit treble 20, and another double 20, treble 20, sorry. So that is 60, 60, 60, so 60 times 3 is 180. That's the best score you can get within 3 darts. And so you start on 501 points, or yeah, 501 points, and you take in turns with 3 darts to throw at the board. Get as high as you can in terms of points, and it goes down, 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 down till you hit 170 points. Once you reach that, you can throw for a checkout. So a checkout is where you can get your 3 darts and aim for specific parts of the board and hope that you hit them to hit the checkout. So with a checkout, you have to end with either a double, any double that is, or a bullseye. Okay, so 170, the reason why that is a checkout and not 171 or 172, the reason why 170 and below is a checkout is because with 3 darts you can throw up 2 trebles and then you can hit a double. So you can hit treble 20 for 60, treble 20 for another 60, which is 120, and then with your final dart you need to hit either a double or a bullseye. So you've got 120 points right now, and then to get to 170 you need 50 points. Well, as I said, you need to hit either any double or a bullseye that will hit 170 points. So you've got 120 right now, so to get to 170 you need 50. Bullseye in the middle is 50 points. So you'll hit 2 treble 20s and then you'll hit a bullseye, and that is 170 points, and that is a checkout. What is it that people find enjoyable about darts? Well, everyone has a different, reason for loving darts. I would say the main one is the atmosphere. With football, the crowds are always chanting different things about the other team or their team, and everyone's up at it doing the dance and doing some crazy chant that everyone gets involved with, and it just shows that everyone is there together, supporting their team, doing the dance, doing the chanting. And with darts it's the same thing. If one darts player isn't liked and the other one is, everyone goes on that liked darts player side, and everyone will chant their name over and over and over again. So Phil Taylor, the best English / best ever darts player, everyone chants there's only one Phil Taylor, and they literally just chant that. And when he's up against someone like Michael Van Gerwen or Peter Wright, you should see their face. They're really trying to concentrate, but because the crowd are just chanting for Phil Taylor over and over and over again, you would think it's hard to concentrate, but over time Michael Van Gerwen and other players just get used to the chants. But for me, I think that darts players love, you know, the chants, the crowds, because the crowds, it's like snooker, for example. Snooker is a quiet sport. The crowds don't really make any noise apart from, you know, clapping, and you can hear someone cough in the background, but for the most part the game is silent. But with the crowds in darts, the crowds are just incredible. People dress up in different, you'll see people dress up in like Superman costumes, and you'll see some people dressed like Michael Van Gerwen because he's bold and he wears like a green sort of top that represents his colour, which is like a lime green. And you see a lot of bold men wearing green to try and be like Michael Van Gerwen, and it's just so funny because you don't know what to expect. Like, the crowds are just unpredictable but incredible at the same time. So it's probably the atmosphere. The third question is, how many styles of throwing are there? So there are multiple ways to throw a dart. I hold my dart with my ring finger, middle finger and my index finger, and I grip it with my thumb. My little finger isn't on the dart. That's just the way I've got used to holding the dart. They say the way you pick up the dart the first time is the way you should throw the dart, because when you go to pick up a dart the next time and next time after that, you will most likely pick up the dart with that grip. So you just get used to picking up the dart, like for me is that, and I just throw it with a nice straight arm. I'll show you an example in a minute, but however you pick up the dart is the way you should throw the dart. So, hello Jason, thank you for coming on today. I've got a few questions to ask you about the darts team and that. So, the first question is, why do you enjoy darts?
Enjoy darts because it's quite a cheap alternative to playing something like pool or anything else like that when you're out with your friends. Anyone can pick up a set of darts and throw it at a board. But yeah, it's really enjoyable. Yeah, cool. It's quite addictive trying to hit something that small. But yeah, so it's good.
Cool. So the next question is, how long have you played for the darts team?
I've only been playing for a season and a half now, so about a year and a half. But yeah, I haven't been there too long, so still with the new boy. You enjoying your time there though? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I really enjoy it. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So what darts do you use?
At the moment I'm using Red Dragon 24 grams, and they're a replica of Peter Wright's darts. I'm just using those because they've got quite a really nice grip, so yeah, really good. Yeah.
And the final question is, any tips for beginners that might be watching this video that want to get into darts?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So yeah, definitely practice your doubles. That is the main thing, trying to check out, and obviously the biggest check out the better. So yeah, keep practicing your doubles. But yeah.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
No worries. Cheers. Thank you.